Hello, everyone. Welcome to True Oracle Tarot. This is a collective reading for the next 6 days, week ending November 29th. Please like, subscribe, and comment and share this video if you feel connected to this reading or know anyone who may need to hear this message. It also helps the algorithm push the video out so you can reach others who may need to hear this reading. Thank you so much, everyone. So we have 3 stacks here, or 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. Choose a number, hold a number in your head. I will give you a few seconds, see the number in your head, and we will proceed with the reading. Okay, so pile 1, you have the Emperor, the 9 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Hangman, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So stack 1, the Emperor is like the ultimate figure of authority, structure, and control. Okay, this could be you, could be someone around you, could be your partner, even your romantic connection. Okay, the Emperor represents a person that is very of order, someone who's very orderly, disciplined, follow the rules and procedures. Okay, the king could also be a father, a spiritual leader, leader of a company, a teacher, a manager, could be even a mother. Okay, you know, it's the person who just who builds kingdoms. Okay, you know, and have the intelligence to maintain them also. You know, this person is also has a lot of things going on for them financially. Also, they're financially sound. Okay, you know, they good judgment, has good judgment, but very firm as well in their demeanor and how they distribute tasks, I guess, or orders or directives. All right, but the card is also telling you there is a need for structure also. Okay, so take command of your life. All right, you might be dealing with an authority figure. You know, if it's not yourself, but the card does signify stability and security. But at the same time, you know, try not to be overly inflexible. This person, you know, don't be inflexible, don't be too controlling, and emotionally distant this week is also the message there. And here's the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about self-sufficiency and abundance, okay? Independence, reaping the rewards of your hard work. Okay, you've reached a comfortable level, stack 1, of abundance and spiritual security, you know, through your own efforts, you know, independence. You did it on your own, okay? You didn't ask anyone for help. You did it. You achieved it. You know, the card is also a card of extravagance and indulgence, you know, and celebrating your accomplishments. Okay, I mean, this week is a week of indulgence, you know, and also enjoying the success without needing anyone, you know, anyone else. Like you've done this on your own, okay, and you should be proud of yourself. And here's the High Priestess. You know, the High Priestess is the keeper of secrets, okay. She also represents, oh gosh, so this might be a love triangle also, okay. just to let you know, stack one, you have the older gentleman, the younger gentleman, you have the high priestess. And here's the king, and yeah, there's more than a love triangle. And you have another king also. Um, okay, so the high priestess is a keeper of secrets. Okay, it's about intuition, hidden knowledge that can't be learned through books. It's something that comes from experience, real life experience. You know, the high priestess is logical and also instinctual. Okay, so look beyond the surface and trust your own intuition this week. Stack two, stack one. So be still at this time and listen to your inner voice also. Okay, it's very important this week. Also pay attention to your dreams. Okay, sometimes the answers that you seek is not in front of you. It's not even on the surface of things. You know, you'll it's not all the information you are seeking is available on the surface. Okay, it's so in explore your depths. Okay, the depth of yourself to find what you're looking for. Look inward. Okay, if you're a spiritual person, um, meditate, find your answers. Pray. Here's the hangman. The hangman is stillness. It's about surrender, shift in perspective. Also, the hangman isn't about being a victim. Okay, it's about choosing to stop, to pause. Okay, and see the world from a completely different point of view, different perspective. Even if it's uncomfortable, let go outdated thinking. Okay, it's time. Outdated thinking and beliefs. Okay, it's time to evolve. Okay, the world's changing, things are changing, people are changing. What was old is not new. Leave it in the past. Leave that outdated form of thinking in the past. Time for new things now. Okay. um and let go of old attachments also to gain a new understanding. Okay, this week you may have to make some sacrifices this week also. All right, and here you are with the King of Pentacles. You have people around you with deep pockets. Stack one. Okay, the King of Pentacles, he's a master of the material world. Okay, the King of Pentacles is represents earthly success, security, practical, knowledge, practical know-how. The King of Pentacles is wealthy, reliable, and generous. Having built an empire, another empire builder, you have two of them. Okay, that's amazing. Like, you see readings, and I may see certain things, but rarely a reading would pop up where boat connections, well, actually you have three, have deep pockets and is generous also. Okay, he's the King of Pentacles, is wealthy and reliable. Okay, but and is shrewd in business. Okay, this is a business person, unlike but try not to be, if this is you, try not to be too rigid, or this person could be a bit rigid and his power is grounded and stable. He's also a bit nurturing, the King of Pentacles. It represents financial mastery. Okay, abundance and the ability to create lasting security for himself and also the people around him. Okay, and those, you know he's also a provider. in every sense, of the word. And here's the Page of Wands. It's spark of creativity, energy, youthful enthusiasm this week. The Page of Wands is a messenger of inspiration and curiosity also, and passion, a new adventure. The Page of Wands full of life, eager to explore new ideas and ready to, dive in head first in exciting projects. The card is telling you there's a new beginning, a new beginning for you, a new creative endeavor, a burst. You'll have a burst of motivation, okay? Or and that will ignite your inner passion. You'll also receive a message too that's gonna give you hope, and you know set some sparks off. It's a call to be open, spontaneous. Follow your excitement, even if it you have you haven't figured it out yet. Okay. And here you are done with your Knight of Cups. This is a younger person. You have two men, two connections here that is about your age, a bit older, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a younger person also. This is another love interest. Okay. So stack one, your reading is very, very good. The Knight of Cups is a romantic, a dreamer, a messenger of love. Okay. The Knight of Cups is driven by his emotions. He's sensitive and romantic in nature. The Knight of Cups also has elegance, and have a sense of purpose, offering gifts of love and art and emotional connection. This person's gonna be very, how can I say it, aggressive in pursuit of you. Okay. Person has a big heart also. If you're already in a relationship, this person, someone new, again, bit aggressive in trying to conquer you and conquer your heart, So you look out for that. I mean, this is amazing. You have two kings here with deep pockets that is emotionally stable, financially stable. You have and and then you have a knight with the same thing that is also coming in with financial stability, but is going to be very aggressive in pursuing you. Okay. Yeah, let's see what the energy cards have to say. Wow, awakening. Awakening is the process of discovering your true self. Look at that. Okay, stack one. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sending you positive vibes this week. Okay, we're going to move to stack two. This is the Hermetic deck. This is one of the older decks that I have. I've had this for a long time. The Princess of Pentacles is actually the Page of Pentacles. Okay. In this deck, in the Hermetic deck. Here you have the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, stack two. Eight of Wands. Eight of Swords. You have two eights. Three of Wands. Two of Cups. And your final card is the Four of Wands. Okay. So the Princess of Pentacles, which is actually the Page of Pentacles, it's it's fertility. So if you're not planning on being a parent, I suggest please, take precautions at this time. It's also represents prosperity and the ability to create abundance, by yourself, okay, without help from anybody else. You've done it on your own, all right? The Page of Pentacles is about someone who is eager to learn. So it might be learn new things. Perhaps you're gonna thinking of skilling up, or going to be skilling up, or taking one's career in a different direction, perhaps even becoming an entrepreneur. You start your own business. You're a person with a dream and a game plan. Okay, here's the Eight of Wands. Oh, did I just skip this? Yeah, I did. And here's the Sun. Like I said, that the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. The card is about success, clarity, happiness, and triumph. All right. It's telling you that your path has been illuminated for you, and you can see the path forward with absolute clarity. Okay. It's like a bright sunny day after a long period of dark clouds. Okay. I see some public recognition also of your achievement, perhaps a promotion of some sort, or a ceremony, an award, even a new position, where you might be in a limelight, or where a lot of people is going to be, I guess, looking at you in a meeting, something like that. You're going to be leading something where you're going to command the attention of people. It could be a public figure. However, despite all that you have, the Eight of Swords is also a warning, okay? The Eight of Wands. It's the Eight of Wands is an action card. And, it's telling you to take rapid action after the Sun. It's telling you to take rapid action. It's telling you, it signifies things are finally taken off, right? Sun, after the dark clouds, the things are finally taken off for you. After a long period of delay. So whatever that was delayed is going to come in really fast for you, okay? It's time to set in it, it's a time to set in motion, make some progress, of things you've been thinking about also, and pondering. Okay, these things are going to happen really fast. This card is a green light from the universe telling you that your path is clear, so take action, okay? And here's the Eight of Swords, right? Your next eight, it's about being stuck in one's head. Your thoughts are working against you, so try not to be stuck in your head, okay? Because you have the Eight of Wands here. Don't overthink. You might be feeling powerless by your fear. You're overthinking, overwhelmed with the what ifs. Let it go. The more you overthink, the tighter the ropes feel for you, okay? But this card also is a call out that your mind isn't your prison, or it shouldn't be your prison, okay? It should be the key for you. So snap out of it, snap out of the overthinking. It produces low energy. You don't want that, okay? You have this really good card, the Eight of Wands here, the action card. So you want to snap out of it, okay? And get out of thinking that might hold you back, okay? So you have two swords here, stack two, and the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, okay? And 2 eights in a reading usually indicates a period of action versus restriction, okay? power versus powerlessness. You know, these cards is the two eights is saying, look, you're at a crossroads. You can take two. It's like Neo, right? Blue pill, red pill. You know, one path is breaking free and moving forward with force, or you can be stuck in your head and take the other path, you know, which is feeling trapped and immobilized by your circumstances of your own mind. All right. And the Three of Wands is planning for your future. Okay. You know, it's a time for you to have faith in yourself, in your vision, you know, network with others, and prepare for the new opportunities ahead, because the floodgates are open, right? It's going to start. What should have been yours a while back, a long time ago, everything's gonna start coming in really fast. Okay, so prepare yourself for the new opportunities that are heading your way. Okay, your ship is coming in, and is the Two of Cups. Okay, it's a powerful balanced connection. It's a powerful balanced connection also. You know, new beginning, a new romantic connection built on mutual respect, attraction, and emotional understanding. Okay, stack two. You know, it could be a deep, meaningful connection or a close relationship, a successful business partner also, or business partnership, I should say, or a profound healing of a relationship. Okay, it's you know, it's about two energies coming together to create a bond that is greater than the sum of the parts of its parts. Okay, and then you have the illumination, you know. So, and lastly, you have the four of wands, right, which is a celebration. Okay, you're celebrating your stability. Okay, it makes you've made a significant milestone in your life. You're celebrating a happy event, perhaps even a wedding, a housewarming, or, you know, successful completion of a project of some sort, or a major milestone or project phase. It's a time, you know, to pause and enjoy your accomplishments with your loved ones, and feel secure in your foundation. You've built this on your own. Okay, the card represents you know, sanctuary and harmony, and the blessings that come from building you know, building a supportive and happy home, as well as community, right? Your friends and family. Okay, so that's your reading, stack two. I'm gonna pull an energy card for you also. Let's see what the energies have to say in the universe. They have to tell you. Oh shucks, look at this. Adventure. Adventure is the path to the new worlds. Look at that. Can't make this stuff up. Okay, so we're gonna move on to stack three. So your first card, stack three, is the Ten of Cups. Already started off pretty well. The Hangman, the Seven of Wands, the Star, the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the High Priestess. So stack three, the Cups is the ultimate happily ever after card. Okay. The card signifies a time of emotional fulfillment, harmony, happiness with your family or close friends or connection or your love connection. You know, um, it's a time for you know feeling peace and love. You're feeling contentment with your life at this moment. Your heart is full, and you're exactly where you need to be. But despite all, you must take a pause, which is what the hangman is saying to you this week, okay? It suggests taking a pause and shift your perspectives. Okay, it's about surrendering control and looking at a situation from a completely different perspective, even if it feels uncomfortable. Take a look at it. The sacrifice you make now will lead to an important eye opening later on, um, with a new, deeper understanding. Okay, this is about growth, also. Okay, the hangman. All right. It's not about being a victim, but about willingly letting go to gain wisdom. Okay, and here you are, the seven of wands energy. The seven of wands is a card of standing your ground, defending your position, whatever it might be in your life. You've fought hard to get where you are, and now you must protect your beliefs from challenges. Or it might be a connection that the person that your person might have prospects also. Okay, remain resilient, okay, and have courage at this time, and be determined. you know you hold Be determined to hold your own against opposition, even criticism. You might be on the defense, but you are more than capable of maintaining your integrity. Fend off, fend off, fend off any attacks. Okay, and here's the star, right? It's your fourth card. The star is inspiration. It's hope. It's healing during this time. You might face a moment of turmoil, or might have faced a moment in turmoil. The star appears to, it appears in your reading as a guiding light, okay? It represents renewal of faith in yourself and in the universe. It will give you a sense of peace and a clear path forward. Your wishes are within reach, is what the star card is telling you. And you're being guided by a profound sense of purpose and optimism. Okay, it's a moment. It's a moment of clarity for you also. And here's the Three of Pentacles. Okay, the Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, collaboration. Whether it's at work or at home, or in your connection, and mastering your actions. Okay, it's a card of planning and being competent in your duties, or whatever it is that you're doing, your project, your work duties, and satisfaction. Okay, you'll have satisfaction coming your way from building a strong and lasting, meaning full team or connection. And here's the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a warning card also. You are taking on too much. It's telling you you're taking on too much. Okay, too much responsibility maybe. It's weighing on you. It's starting to take a toll. You start to feel tired and exhausted, right? And preoccupied with all this stuff in your head. You need to, you're going to be approaching burnout soon. You need to ask for help or don't be afraid to ask for help. You know, it's a smart thing to do. Not asking for help is it's not very smart. You know, delegate some of your tasks if you need to. You know, find a more sustainable way to manage your obligations. Okay, this could just not be at work. It could be also, you know, at home, right? Taking on too much responsibilities, too much financial responsibility. And here's the high priestess, okay? And the high priestess is a powerful card of intuition, you know, also secrets and of one's subconscious mind, okay? It's a call also for you to look beyond the obvious, look beyond what's on the surface of things, okay? You know, trust your gut feelings and intuition, okay? It's what the high priestess is also telling you. You know, the answers you're looking for is within you, okay? The answers you're looking for is not found in logic or external advice from someone, you know, but within yourself, okay? Take time, you know, take some quiet reflection, pay attention to your dreams also, okay? And look deeper into the hidden meaning of those dreams. Write them down, okay? Go back and read them. Try to write, if you remember like numbers and colors and stuff like that, write it down. Keep a dream log near your bed. Okay, it's about accessing knowledge that isn't immediately apparent. Sometimes it comes in dreams. Okay, that is your reading, stack 3. I am going to pull an energy card for you to top it off for the week. And it is inspiration, right? Inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. Like I said, you can't make this stuff up. You know, thank you for stopping by, everyone. I'm sending you positive vibes. Until next time, have a happy holiday.